Hey friends, welcome to another unboxing video. Today we are checking out the ChooChoo black end table here. All right, so I like to just get all this opened up here. Just be careful with the scissors or sharp objects. This one's not too heavy, about 24 pounds. Little casters there. Okay. Pretty good packaging. I wonder if I could just dump this out. Let's see here. It's like this side opens up here. All right, where's the other side? There we go. Guess that would have been preferable. There we are. Oh, that's cool. It's got some plugins in there, so 2 USB and 2 regular household plugs. That's pretty sweet. All right, this piece. I like to get my pieces all set up. Kind of just unwrap everything. I'm gonna put my pieces where I can see. 6, 9. Shouldn't be too difficult. Put this one together. Let's get this out of the way here. Right, there's another one there. Nice little drawer sliders. These little pieces here. Okay, there's another one there. There's that. Back piece there. There's that. A couple more shelves. This is kind of like a narrow static electricity there built up. There's that. And the instructions. Okay. Let's get this out of our way here. And we get to work on setting this up here. Okay. Step number 1. Completed assembly. Parts description. Screws. How to do the cam bolts. Panel. Should be flat. Flush there. Cam lock. Straight up and down when you turn the cam. Use a flathead screwdriver to turn the cam lock clockwise to lock in the head of the cam bolt. Don't over tighten those. All right, so I do need, looks like I'm just gonna need, oh, that's cool. Came with its own little screwdriver, guys. That's really neat. So we have our screws here, and look at that cute little screwdriver there. That's cool. I'm used to getting ones that have like Allen keys, but look at that little screwdriver. That's pretty neat. Okay, so we can get right to work. We don't even need our own screwdriver. So let's get going. Step number 1. All this styrofoam likes to cling on here. So step number 1, we're going to take A2. That's 2. And this is 3 right here. So 2 and then 3. And then 2 is going to be This hole is face up. And then 3 is going to be with the holes facing up as well. Okay. So we're going to take our screws here. We got a ton of these. And basically all of the holes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16 of them we got to screw in here. Okay, so these, you just tighten them so the collar is kind of flush onto the, got these little collar that at the top of the screw portion, and want to screw that down so it's flush on the wood there. Don't over tighten. This is into like a press board kind of, so if you over tighten, it can strip out. So it's nice to use a handheld screwdriver. If you are using like an impact driver, you have a chance of damaging your wood here. So with a handheld one, you can kind of figure out like how much pressure you're putting on it, so you're not over tightening. And once again, just make sure you're putting it in straight. Okay. If it's too crooked, I like to keep my hand on there, just kind of guide it so it's straight, so you start to turn it in. There we go. Dun, dun. So these are actually pretty good fasteners. Most of the assembly furniture that you make today is going to be with these. It's a good way of hiding your screws so it looks kind of seamless. Okay, we're halfway there. There we go. And it is warm in here. Probably just going to turn on the fan. Okay, let's see, turn my fan on low. There we are. So we got those on. And the same thing with this side. So this is going to be, I think, the only time-consuming part here, getting all these screwed in. Dun, dun. Just takes a little bit of time. So if you don't tighten it down all the way, it actually makes it weaker, because then your thing can just kind of pull out there. So it's pulling against itself, against that collar when you screw it in there. So these work pretty good. All right. And then we have another one here. There we go. 3 more to go. Two more to go. There's that one. And one more. Whew. A little toasty in here. I'm gonna have to open up that front door, get some cool air going in here. Okay. there's that. Gently screw cam bolt into the thread or anchor. Step 2. Now we get 4 of these, and then 6 panel and 7 panel. 4 of these little guys. And let's see, there's that one. Here is, let's see, there's 7, which is just our flat board. And here is going to be 6. Yes. Okay. So it says to turn number 2 on its side, kind of like that. And then we're going to secure this one. Okay, you want to make sure the holes are facing towards the legs. It's going to be the tapered part of your portion here. And then that's going to go in between there. Feed those into the holes, just like that. Okay. And then this one is going to go like this. Just feed those right into the holes on the end. And when you put these in, just make sure that the open part is facing the screw portion. You can put these in first, or you can put them in with your screw heads in there. So I just went ahead and put them in right now, I guess is fine. And then you just turn it till it locks into place. Easy as pie. These, you make sure you don't over tighten them. You can definitely damage the wood if you go too tight on these. So it's kind of firm, but not too firm. You're not like just reefing on it, you know. Okay, there's step 2. And then we're going to go step 3, attach left side panel number 4. Here's a 4. And then right side panel 5 to the back panel. Okay, so we have this still there. I'm going to situate it just like it is in this. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and put all my little items in there. Just make sure that your hole is facing where the hole is in the board. Let me press these in there. Okay, so that's that way. Push that in there. And then this one's going to go towards the hole on this end. It does have a little round, like a little round dot in the middle. And that's where it's going to face towards the hole. You just push a round dot on there towards that, and that'll give you your where you want to put it. So these are super easy to work with. All right. Just push it in there, just like that. And another one, just like that. Okay, so I got these ones as well to do. Make sure we're pushing them in the right spots. There's 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. Okay, so we got those, and it says secure cams in place. We need 4 of these. Let's see, 1, 2, those 2, and then it says to put these in these boards as well. So we'll go ahead and do that. Should have just done that right off the bat where I had a bunch of these and just press them into the hole. That can kind of knock out those steps. So just make sure all your holes are filled, but some of them don't stay in there. So it just depends. These go in there pretty snugly. Okay. All right. So what are we doing? We have a left panel. It says M times 4. Got M times 4. Where's M times 4? 10. 12. All right, hold on a second. It says B times 12, M times 4. I'm going to have to go back to my using, foot pad M. Silly me. It was showing them as like giant things there. So these M's just a little foot pad. I thought I was looking for some kind of a board or something. Okay, it comes with these nice little felt pads, and then those you're just going to put onto the end of your legs of your table here. So if you can take sometimes this is like the hardest part, is getting the sticky part off of these. Peel it off there, and then stick those right in the middle of your leg at the bottom. And that way, if you have these on wood floors or something like that, they will glide around nicely. So just peel off the back. You get a thumbnail or something under there. And then just place them on the bottom. There we are. And we have one more to go. And there we are. Okay, so those are on there. And then we have our panels for, so 5 is going to be on the bottom as we're looking at it. So this is set up just like I have it in the instructions here. And then 5 is going to be on the bottom. Let's see, where are my holes facing? Okay, holes facing like this. So these are facing upwards. And then these ones also are facing where your double holes are up at the top, I believe. Okay, so it's going to be a little tricky to get all these lined up at once. Go ahead and put that in there real quick. Give that a turn. And then this one. Okay. All right. And then we'll put this one on there. Can't see. All right, where's my thing? There it is. Okay. Now that those are in, now we get our number 3 here. And all these are going to fit into all those holes. So just kind of take it slow, line up all your all these maybe slowly just get at one end, just kind of put it at an angle and fit these others in there just at a little bit of an angle, and then get in your last ones here. Oops, that was a little high. Just like that. Oops. There we go. And then simply tighten those down. Okay. And two more. One more. All right. So that's that. Now we have pretty solid there. Okay. Take this little sticker off there. There we go. So step 4, we need F times 3. Okay, F times 3, and then H1. So 3 is going to be our little guys. We'll take our ruler here. Take that off there. Okay, so we have H times 1. Where's going to be our H? Are these listed somewhere as H? Wow, I don't know what was there. Something just got me pretty good. So I'm looking for H. Are these all identical? Perhaps these are all identical. No? So it doesn't have a label on them. So I'm going to have to figure it out which one. Okay. Yeah, so H is going to be the ones that don't have the, H is going to be the ones that are wider at one end. So the other ones are going to be just pretty much just straight with no flare at the end, and these ones have the flare at the end. Okay, so we do have the little screws there. And these, the way they go on there is you want this open end part right towards there, so that when you put the drawer in, it goes in like that. So let's see here how we're looking. Actually give us a little bit better view here. Okay. And that way we can see what we're working with. So, like I said, these are going to have this open slot right here. I'm going to put those in there. Let's see where our, got these little tiny screws. 3 of those, and they have the holes pre-drilled. So we just have to figure out how they're going to line up here. It's really hard to tell which hole they're putting these in. This could be a tough part, guys. There's a bunch of holes in these. And okay, let's see here. Those holes are all equidistant in height. Oh, well, that is. Yeah, be careful with this, guys. It's got some sharp pieces on here. Okay, I'm assuming that it's going to be not that hole, because that'd be sticking out the front. Now, is it going to be this one or the first one? Okay, it looks like it's the first hole. So we're just going to go with this first one here. Once that's lined up, they should all fall into place where you want to go. So, all right, so that's what we're going to do. We're just going to do that first one right in the front and call that good, because it looks like the instructions are showing that very first hole nearest the wheel there. Now with these screws, I'm just going to get them not all the way tightened in yet. I'm just going to get them about 90% and then screw them in the rest of the way once I get all my others lined up. So that one, those line up all perfectly. Okay, and there's one more, and that lines up also. So it's going to be the first hole in the first group, and it's going to be the first hole in that second group, and then it's like the third hole from the end on the last group there. So then we can just screw these in here. Once again, don't need to over tighten anything. Make sure it's snug, but you don't want to strip these either. So all right, so be careful with these. We're screwing into some stuff that's not super hard. And so once again, we're just putting in this first hole by the wheel. Right there, first hole by the wheel. And going from there. Okay, there's one. Get our next one right there. And then one more. Where'd it go? There we are. Get that screwed in. All right, you can kind of see it goes flush. They go flush into the metal there, the way they set. So these are kind of cool. Okay. And then least but not last, there we are. Okay. That wasn't too bad. Step number 4 was that. And step 5, attach the glider to the other side. Okay. So step 6 is we're going to get our next one here. This board top panel, one piece. And we're going to screw those little attachments in there real quick. So we have, what, five holes to screw these down into. Easy does it. It's one. Okay, there's 2. Here we go. Come on. There's 3. There is 4. And we're going to make a little drawer here too, aren't we? Yes. Okay, there's those. So now that is done. Attach those. And we take our power. And that's going to go feed this through the bottom here. Yes. So let's see. Should be flush in the top, I think. Okay, so attach to top panel then with cam lock, rotate screws to cam lock in place. Fix outlet screw to groove and boo using screws. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. So which screws are we going to use there? Those are screws L times 2, so these little black ones here. Okay, so we can flip this over and we'll screw these holes right there. Nice that these were all pre-drilled and everything. And once again, I like to, if I can, get your holes lined up as best as possible. Get your screws in there. If you get one screw tightened down all the way, then it can make the other one a little bit off. You know what I mean? So just get them both kind of going. They're pretty good. And just kind of work back and forth between the two. Not just tighten one down all the way. Just kind of get back and forth here. That way, they'll kind of work themselves out to like being most centered. Okay, just like that. And then that's going to go right down on top of there. Just like this. And we make sure, oops, actually going to make sure we have one of these in the back there. Okay, and then we feed these down into the top holes. I like to get just kind of an angle from the side, see everything go in there. Nicely done. And then we just tighten up our holes, tighten these up. Okay. And we have this one here. And this one here. This one over here. And one more here. I was going to say it'd be nice to have a little bit longer screwdriver, but these are some tight areas there. And sometimes it's nice to have a little bit of not a lot of room to work with there. Okay, so that is step 6. So step 7 is we're going to build our drawer here. So with our remaining pieces, got a little handle there. Okay. So first off, We got this. It's got the 3 little holes. Styrofoam in there. Okay, so number 9, I'm just going to place it just like it says in the instructions so we don't have any issues. There's 9. So we want our holes there, just like this. And 10 is going to be placed just like that. Okay. Now we take our drawer screws here and let's see here. Our wheel's going at that end for this one. So that should fit under there just like that. And there's really only one place these screws can go here, so that's good. We'll take our little black screws, same thing as with the others. And these go right here. So this flat part here fits on there too, on the bottom of the drawer. And it goes in there just like this. Same principle. Don't screw it in all the way. Just about 90%. Make sure your other holes, you're able to line them up okay. Okay, and then we have the last one right here. All right. Get that one on there. And remember, you don't have to over tighten these. There we go. Looks good. And then we have number 10. So I'm going to put these in there right now because it's got those holes for them. So I'm going to place these into my drawers here, just like that. And then this one's going to go in there, just like that. And this one here, and one more. There we go. Okay. So this one is just like in the instructions. Number 10 here. The wheels at the end, right there. We line that up with our holes, and we get our screws going. We'll do the middle one first. Okay, most of the way. Oops, not magnetized. It's nice if your screwdriver is magnetized. And you just put the screw on the end and kind of holds it in place there. Also, you can just put your finger on it like that. So you want to make sure that this is nice and straight. Right, go ahead and line those up and then tighten this one down. Once again, don't over tighten. We don't want to strip our wood. Just make sure that it's snug on there. Okay. Also, you don't want the screws sticking out too far. So if it does stick out, it might catch on there. So make sure your screws are kind of flush there. Wow. Okay, I got a blister already. That's pretty pathetic. Man, I'm not used to screwing it like a little bit longer screwdriver, but that's okay. All right, then we take our number 11 here. That's 8. So we have 11 here. Tell me I didn't do that wrong. Okay, these are the outside. Okay, my goodness. I was like, did I just mess up there? So we take 10. Oops. Fell right out of there. All right, get back in there. So 10 is going to be, there's 9. That one fell out also. The other ones went in pretty good. Okay, and 10's over here. Sure, you flip that around with our wheels at that end. And then this is going to go right there like that. Okay, get those all lined up. And we have these longer silver screws. And same principle here, guys. Get them kind of going in the hole there. Get that other one too. Don't want to tighten one down too much until we have, make sure we get them both in the hole. Dun, 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 dun. Right, that's going on there nicely. And I'm not going to tighten this 100% yet. I'm just going to make sure that we're going to be able to get our drawer in there and then we're lined up nicely. And then I can tighten it up the rest of the way. Okay, these ones are going in nice and smooth. Okay. And like I said, not going to tighten up all the way, just like most of the way here. That way I make sure I can get my, I can slide this piece in on my drawer. Okay, so now we're going to get our other one in there. So this is going to go here just like this on the front. We have all our things lined up here. Okay, and we got to screw in 4 of these. So we are almost done, my friends. Okay, there's one. Put my knee on there so it doesn't go anywhere. There's another one. Can't believe I got a blister from this. That's pretty incredible. So maybe, guys, some gloves might be good. Just because it's like a smaller screwdriver, I don't really have a lot to turn with, pretty much just my hands or whatever there. So, but it's nice that it came with a screwdriver. Okay. All right, there's that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to slide this in our little slot here. And either way is fine, looks like. Okay. That should go nicely between all those. And this should come in right there in the front. Okay, and then we just turn these to hold it. Stop falling out there. Okay. All right, then we can screw these in. Just want to kind of make that as flat as possible. Make sure we're even and hold it together. And then just screw that in there. Okay. Next we have this little, look at that, it's just a bag inside of a bag. We have this cool little handle here. I'll just push our screw through here. Kind of hold with my finger on the back side. Try to tighten that on there. Trying to. Well, fiddly dee. I might have to give this a little start here. All right, just had a little bit of a shaving there in the side. Okay, now we're good. I can just pull off all my stickers now. There we go. There we go. Now pull these stickers off. Bada bing. So this should just go right in here. Just like that. La da da. And we are done, my friends. Let's take a look at what we're working with here now. All right, as we can see, it's pretty handy. The cord on the back is pretty long. I think it's about 6 feet. So if you are further from an outlet, you can plug it in. Got my phone charging here. Got a lamp going, works nicely. Shelves down there for extra storage. And then we have our little drawer right here. Put remotes or cup holders, things like that in there. Or coasters. And it looks pretty decent there, right next to your couch or wherever you want to put it. So thanks for watching this unboxing videos, my friends. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all next time.